Monaco, Grand Prix Sunday. Car number 8, AYRTON Senna's, is ready to race. For the mechanics who prepare and maintain his car, their job is almost done.
I don't think it's glamorous at all. You only see in Europe the airport, the circuit, and then you're back to the airport again. I like race day, I must admit. It always gives me a buzz. If I lose that, then I'd stop racing.
You concentrate on what you're doing. Even though there's a lot of distractions, you have to try and put the blinkers on and block things out, especially when you're doing everything in a bit of a hurry during a session, that sort of thing.
You have to work quickly and you have to work accurately, but you need to be able to do it and know damn well first time that the job you've done is good and sound.
I don't go around thinking, oh my God, this is, if I don't do this properly, this is going to be a disaster and that. I'm always very confident with what I do.
At this event, the mechanics have had their work cut out. 3 days ago in practice, Senna suffered a massive crash. The car looks like a write-off, and most times it would have been. But this morning, the team has other ideas.
Mary, is it your channel too? I'm just walking up there, I'm running up there. We have to get the car back.
Senna is bruised, but safe. Ron Dennis, the McLaren boss, decides to attempt to rebuild the car in time for the afternoon qualifying session. The mechanics have 2 hours to do the job.
Chris. Top have we got to? As long as you want, we can get out during this practice.
Right, let's do it then. First reaction was that there's no way we could have got it out for the afternoon just by looking at it.
We need one on each corner and one on the front.
It's been a long time since I've seen a car broken in such a state, one of our cars broken in such a state, and your immediate reaction is, well, there's just not a possible chance that we can fix that for the afternoon.
We're going to set it up here. We've got the marks of the other car, but we need Giorgio back here, over.
I think the way we did it worked quite well, was that we put a couple of people on what we call each corner, and Dave was at the front repairing the nose and master cylinders, etc, etc. I think I picked the worst corner because I was the one who had a problem, and if anything I was the one that was the last one finished, so I mean it didn't sort of look too good on me, I don't think, at that point.
Can you take the CV out?
Just leave that right here.
AYRTON Senna hurt his thumb in the crash, so he's checking to see if he can still handle the steering wheel.
We can move it over onto these ones. They're ready to go.
Are we saying that he's going to leave from here, or
Yeah, leave from here and go into the pit lane, and you can spend a bit more time on it. We'll do the corner weights here.
I'm pleased to say an incident as big as that, only once, like every 3 or 4 years. There have been accidents and been damaged between sessions before, but that was almost obliterated, that car. And that was a full-on, all hands on deck to turn it around and get it out.
Start it up here so we can just, and then we move it out. So we need the starter over.
To the surprise and even congratulations of their rivals on the pit lane, the mechanics get Ayrton Senna's car back on the circuit for qualifying.
Basically, that's where we earn our money. Getting the car out as quickly as that in those circumstances, and it was raining, and it was wet inside, and it was uncomfortable, but the job's there to do, so that's how we basically earn our wages most of the time.
Thanks to his mechanics, Senna qualifies third on the grid. Then, in the same car, he goes on to win the Monaco Grand Prix for the 6th time. Here in Woking, Surrey, is where a Grand Prix begins for the mechanics. They are stripping down and reassembling the cars for the French Grand Prix.
Most people don't realise just how much work goes into the preparation of the cars. The question I'm always asked is, what do you do between races? The fact is people think we just go from one race to another.
9-4.
No, every meeting, even between this French one and the British, we'll come back to the factory and prepare the cars here.
Okay.
17.1.
We want a large one. The crew of car number 8 go to 16 Grand Prix events a year, and all but 2 start in the departure lounge of an airport, usually early in the morning.
You're all part of the team, aren't you? You're all just sat together anyway.
Doesn't really matter, doesn't it? If you
Like
can,
most,
yeah.
The team's advance party bound for France is 40 strong. Even on journeys, a strict dress code applies. It's the start of a long day for David Crabtree. He can only guess when he'll see his hotel tonight.
Hopefully. Well, it'd be nice to see it. It's around about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. But it depends how much work we've got. Well, possibly a lot later than that.
May I have your attention, please? Monarch Airlines are pleased to announce the departure of their flight MON 1116 to Clermont-Ferrand.
What's on there? I don't know.
It says Senna's toughest test.
What is it? His new girlfriend.
By mid-morning, the team is in France, en route to the circuit of Magny-Cours. It's a 2-hour drive, the best view of France they'll get for the next few days.
I don't mind driving. I always get the best seat. I've actually been driving McLarens longer than Ayrton Senna. Well, they may not admit it, but I expect about 50% of the mechanics down the pit road are frustrated racing drivers, and would all like to have a go given the opportunity. Chances of getting lost are pretty good, I should imagine. To be quite honest, we can get lost in places we've been to for 10 years, so we've only been to this circuit like a couple of times. We're close to the circuit. Hello!
Down the proper route now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In fact, you've seen that then, have you?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Okay.
2 o'clock, and the circuit at last. All the Formula One teams are fond of uniforms. They contribute to the brand image of the team.
What song shall I dress today?
For most mechanics, Formula One is more a way of life than a job. They work long hours in difficult conditions, but they've a stake in winning. They all get a bonus if the team finishes in the points. For Paul Simpson and his team, the Grand Prix now begins in earnest. For the next 3 days, and very probably 2 nights, their world will literally be the pits. One of the first jobs is to satisfy the scrutineers who enforce the rules.
Did you bring any over?
Even the driver's uniform and helmet are inspected. Formula One is a minefield of regulations. Breaking them can mean stiff fines or loss of championship points. Formula One cars have become more and more sophisticated, a mixed blessing for those who have to look after them. After each day's session will come the real work, when the setup of the cars is changed.
It's quite technical and it's not as tidy as you'd ever like it, that is for sure. Get rid of it all, get back to a proper racing car.
The nightmare for us is that all the wires, there's so much wires that can cut on any little sharp piece, and we have to watch all the time. I mean, everything is chafing and cutting, and it's just almost impossible to see everything underneath all the time. So many sharp edges. It's a nightmare. If we have a big disaster, it's a lot of work to prepare for another run. Here you go, old friend. Sit there, old chum. Oh, get out, join in a little bit, will you? Stop hiding.
At 7:30, the crew check into their hotel. It's probably the only early night they'll get.
Mr. Crabtree.
Mr.
Crabtree. Sharing with Mr. Goodham.
What are you doing tonight, Gus?
Me? I'm going out with,
Shaky.
perhaps if I found the right room, I think it might help. Yeah, I'm going to see him.
To eat or drink or?
Yeah, to eat. But, I still haven't got the right. I am. I'm in. Thank you.
Good night. See you in the morning.
Yeah, good night then. The guy I share a room with, Rick, who's in charge of Michael's car, has gone down with a virus. So I'm on my own this time.
That's what he thinks.
Nobody likes always on his own, every race.
Every race, by himself. It's his drinking problem.
Friday morning, the McLaren team are the first at the circuit. Ahead lie 2 days of practice and qualifying, and then the race. After each day's session will come the real work, when the setup of the cars is changed.
Hello, girlies.
Hello.
Wherever they are in the world, there's always one thing to remind them of home.
Cheers, dudes.
That was a good egg. What can I do for you?
Everything's 2 of your finest eggs with bacon, please.
For the mechanics, this could well be the last sit-down meal of the day, though that might come as a relief to a fragile Gary Wheeler.
Good manage to shake.
Cereals, thank you very much.
Are you sure you don't want some cooked breakfast, Gary?
Cool.
Get it down.
Get it down. I've just put one out, thanks.
Oh, look at all that grease and oil. Yeah. Another bottle of wine, guys?
Don't drink much, thanks, Steve. No.
Tell me cough.
I think Senna's going to arrive, Gary.
Senna who?
Look at the wind direction now, because time tomorrow is what, 1 or 2 o'clock the race.
For the crew on car 8, these are the 2 men that matter, AYRTON Senna and his race engineer, Giorgio Ascanelli. Whenever they put their heads together, it means more changes to the car.
Yes! That's me, mate. Lay this thighs away.
It's Giorgio's responsibility to decide how car 8 is set up, and Paul Simpson's job to ensure that it gets done. And it's time to get started.
Two runs, and the last run of the day we change tires again. Are you doing something? So now, for the next set of tires, you want to correct it like this.
After today's practice, the car's setup needs some adjustments. Mark Lunnan is in charge of the gearbox on Senna's car.
I'm changing the gear ratios at the moment. They're somewhat hot, though, so I have to do it rather carefully. The oil temperature is about 100 degrees at present, which is its usual operating temperature. Ed feels that the ratios that are in the gearbox at present are not suitable, so I'll probably go for slightly shorter ratios, give him more flexibility. It's a question of taking it apart, putting it back together again. We'll do this maybe 5-6 times in a weekend on each car. Some circuits you can even change 5th or 6th gear if the wind changes direction.
And you had to move the low drag on gearbox as well. And gearbox on will have no drag. You understand? I got completely...
Ayrton Senna is famous for making great demands on himself and others, something his #1 mechanic Paul Harding is used to now.
I think there's respect, and I think possibly it goes both ways. I get on well with Ayrton. From a mechanic's point of view, I don't have any problems, as long as everything's going okay. But obviously, in the heat of the moment, if things go wrong, then tempers can get a bit frayed. But I think you have to be fairly strong. And if you know that you're right, you have to say that you are right. And I think he accepts that. But if something goes wrong, just apologise and say I'm very sorry. And normally it's okay. I think that if it wasn't, things would have happened by now.
They deal with a very big responsibility, which is safety. So when they put a wheel in place, or brakes in place, or a wing, or a gearbox, or an engine, or cooling systems, lubricating systems, they are dealing with your life. If they get it wrong and you go on the circuit and you have a technical failure as a result of one of their mistakes, that is bad. And they are the ones that in the end put this thing together. So they have the ability to create, innovate by themselves, and as much as they are important in that aspect, they are also important as enthusiasts. They are all racers.
I think personally that Ayrton Senna is the finest racing driver of his era. He's quick, he's brave, and he gives more than 100% all the time. It must be difficult to work with a driver. Come Sunday afternoon, is prepared to race for 7th, 8th place. I like to work with a guy that will race to come first. Whether he's got a good car or a mediocre car, I like to see the guy try.
Therefore, if I disable segmentation, it will disable low drag. You have to remember to do it on your own, auto low drag, if you are on position 1. And as soon as you click in position 2, it's gonna come up.
As you feel it coming in, it's going to coming off a little. Move it, 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 follow, follow to there. There, exactly there.
On the eve of the race, there is always more work to do on the cars. Another long night for the mechanics.
We got an ice cream for me. Oh, look, I get first choice for a change.
Come on, I always come to you guys first.
Oh, look at these.
No, there's about 5 varieties of Mars. Shaky, crappers, Mars, nuts, crunch, some nougat-y sort of thing. That's like a nougat, frozen nougat.
I don't like this, it's got nuts in.
There is a long list of mechanical jobs to be done and many setup changes.
Now we're going to take the engine out. We'll put new engine in, new radiators, new gearbox, new brakes, check the fuel system. It's a complete rebuild now.
What's left of the old car then?
Just the chassis and the front suspension, if that's okay.
Well, it's 10:30 now, and you see that there's still quite a lot of teams still here. This is normal for us. On a good night, we'd be just putting down the shutters, but we've had a few hitches along the way, so it's going to be probably, before all the team leaves, it's going to be probably another couple of hours, I would think.
This is probably an average Saturday night for us. It normally goes on till midnight, Saturday nights do. There's not a lot of people actually do seas this time of the night, to be honest. This is the side of Formula One that people don't quite understand.
This is the glamour, is it? Yeah, I suppose it does have its glamorous sides, what I see on the television, but look around now, there's not much glamour, is there?
Race day for the mechanics begins with tyre change practice.
Okay, go.
Stop doing point one.
Mechanics do the tyre stop and the truckies. Gary does the right-hand front wheel gun. David does the taking off of the left rear. I do the wheel gun on the left rear. And Mark does the right rear. He does the taking off. That's the 4 guys off of our car. And then all the other guys do as well. It's pretty important for testing out all of the equipment, and also for us as well, to get us into the swing of things, ready for whatever happens this afternoon. Because you're involved in it then, you're involved in the race, and you can, on occasions, pick up places if you do very good pit stops, if the car that's in front has a slower one. So you contribute sometimes to an overtaking manoeuvre.
It's not long now before the start of the French Grand Prix.
In 5 minutes, otherwise,
Right up to the start, work goes on. For the mechanics on car number 8, their job is almost over. After 3 long days and 2 late nights, now the crew can only wait. As their driver fights it out in front of the crowd, in the pits, the mechanics of car number 8 have a very different view.
Most of the time you can't even see the race going on. But you've got to be ready. We're always listening to the driver on the radio anyway, and you've always got to be ready in case he comes in, exits the last corner with a puncture.
Some circuits you can see a little bit, and you can see maybe the turn and that. Some circuits you can see nothing. So you just stand around and have a chat and watch the pit boards. If you watch the pit boards, you get some idea of what's going on during the race and how we're doing. You have to be sort of prepared for tyre stops, and they can come quite quickly. You know, there can be a shout at the last minute, and the car can be in the pit lane, which is pretty good because it happens so quickly. You don't have much chance to think about it. Just do it.
I personally have never actually been to see a Grand Prix. I wouldn't know what one looked like if it hit me in the face, to be honest. I've never ever seen a Grand Prix.
In the event, Senna came 4th and Michael Andretti, McLaren's other driver, 6th.
Two cars in the top 6. I think we're pretty happy with it. Billy on Michael's car is, yeah, Billy's well chuffed with his 6th place. He's well happy with that this weekend. So, all in all.
So all that late night work.
Don't say it was worth it.
Don't ever say
it was worth it.